Janet, tell us your opinion. You grew up on a dairy farm. You used a lot of butter, along with your mom and dad, who did that for generations, probably. So tell us about your opinions about seed oils versus animal fats.
So the first thing I want to say is I think you need to follow the money on this one, because I view nature to be pretty good at producing things that we can assimilate in our body. Not everything, and I understand that. But um, so the opinion that my father had was, um, don't buy that margarine anymore. Throw that out. That's not natural and that's not normal. And I agree with his statement because um, you know, if it came closer to what has been created with simple steps, I think that it's safer for us in moderation. Now, here's the term that my dad always used, in moderation. So it wasn't like you just consumed fat from butter all day long. But you also need to keep in mind that when we have these big sways and how we're supposed to eat or not eat, there's probably something behind it. And whether it's somebody's lobbying, whether it's a big company or, some pharmaceutical group or something. So the first thing is why. Um, so I'll get into the fact that I believe that fats are healthy for us because we went for 30, 40 years telling Americans, don't eat any fats. It's bad for you. And eat all the carbs that you can because that's healthy for you. And that was totally the extreme. So when I approach things with myself and my family and my own, I think there has to be a moderation. And I also think you have to consider the sources. Yes, I know there are many people out there, for example, that might have intolerances to foods, such as dairy, and I understand that. And so you're that person that maybe needs to have less of the moderation and maybe eliminate that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I do think that it has to be very individualized. So my opinion is probably a little bit different than what we're hearing out in the media right now.
Yeah, you did grow up on a dairy farm, and you're tell us a story about when your mom first bought margarine because margarine was healthy
Yeah,
in the 80s. Tell us that story.
yeah, I kind of told you that already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said my
Oh,
dad
okay.
said we're not
Yeah, that's true.
we're
You
gonna
did.
throw that away.
I'm
We're
sorry, I
not
missed it.
gonna.
I've heard that story so many times.
Yeah.
It kind of just went over me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I will also say too. I mean, another story for me is I grew up on raw milk. I did not have milk from a carton, and so when I went to school, I thought whatever they were trying to serve me was something really gross and disgusting because it had a smell to it. It wasn't what we were seeing, and so I opted out, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I didn't think it was right for my body to be assimilating something that smelled that way. So I feel like we do have to make personal decisions and choices. And I wouldn't today. I'm not running out and telling people that they have to eat or drink from the raw, but I am saying that you need to make decisions personally what works best for you.